Welcome everyone to Vested Interest, another stock pick of the day video. It is the last day of November, November 30th. Today we are going to take a look at Kroger. Let's jump right in the video and not waste anyone's time. So if you want to know more about them, check them out, www.thekrogerco.com. That is their homepage where I pulled this information from. Our story began in 1883 when Barney Kroger invested his life savings of $372 to open a single grocery store at 66 Pearl Street in downtown Cincinnati. He had a simple motto: be particular, never sell anything you would not want yourself. Nearly 140 years later, that's right, been around for 140 years. So obviously this is another company that has weathered the storm from the Great Depression, several wars, great world wars, the financial crisis in 2008, housing market crash, bank crash. I mean, they've been through it. 80s crash, 70s crash, you name a decade, there's always a crash. It seems like dot-com bubble in the 90s, in early 2000s. So been around, keep chugging along. I don't think they're going anywhere. It is a company that I use for shopping, local grocery store for me here. The Kroger company, that's who we're talking about. Still particular about how we serve customers and community, how we innovate, and how we hire. As the nation's largest grocery with nearly 2,800 stores in 35 states operating under 28 different names, we meet our customers' changing needs by making fresh food accessible to all. You can read the rest there, but again, Kroger, it is a grocery store. I think they recently had a deal with Albertsons to merge the companies or buy Albertsons out there. You could do more research on that, but like I said, this is their homepage here if you want to know more about them. And I don't know about you, but there was a lot of green in the market today, so hard to find a company that was down. But Kroger was, even though it was just slightly down 0.32%. We are talking about the Kroger company, ticker KR. They are out of the consumer staple sector. Closed the day out November 30th at $49.19. 52-week range as low as $40.18, as high as $62.78. So approaching their low, but kind of floating there in the middle between their low and their high over the last 52 weeks, the last year here. Their average volume is 6.4 million. Today's was 10.3, so looked like a pretty rocky day. Actually started out the day, they opened at 48.96 and then closed at 49.19, but it looks like at one point they may have dipped not quite below 48, but down into the low $48 range. They have a market cap of $35.21 billion, a beta of 0.52. So even though it looks like they were pretty volatile today, they are less than half, or about half as volatile as the overall market. A PE ratio of 15.04, so that's decent. Wouldn't mind seeing it. If you got it back here in the $40 range, this would be a little lower. I'd prefer it a little lower. Earnings per share is $3.27. Their next earning date is coming up. Looks like it'll be tomorrow, December 1st. And their forward dividend is $1.04. That's paid out on the year. They do pay out quarterly, so divide by 4. That would tell you what your quarterly payout would be. And they have a dividend yield of 2.13%. Ex-dividend date was November 14th, so we've passed that. You would not get the next dividend paid out. You'd have to wait till the following. And according to Yahoo Finance, where I pulled this information, not affiliated, just where I like to pull some information, they have a one-year target estimate for the stock price of $53.83. Now we will jump over to stockanalysis.com, another one I'm not affiliated with, just like to use their site for information purposes. And I always recommend using more than one site to pull information so that you can check and make sure that the information you are receiving is accurate. Still talking about the Kroger company, ticker KR. And according to the 31 stock analysts from stockanalysis.com, they call it a consensus buy, though it is trending towards or close to the hold portion of this graph here. And according to their low estimates, they see $43.43, so speaks to some potential downside yet to come, and that would be a 11.71% decrease in stock price. If it happened to hit their average of $54.53, that would be pretty close to what we saw on Yahoo Finance for their estimate. That would be a 10.86% increase in stock price. And if it hit their high of $78.75, that would be a 0.09% increase in stock price, and all the while you could collect that just north of 2% dividend yield. At least that's what it is currently. Depending on where you bought it, it could be higher or lower, obviously. Now this is where I would typically show you my position. I do not have a position in Kroger. I had actually bought them and sold them over the last year. I bought them down in the 30s. They ran up into the high 40s where they are now, and I sold them for a bit of a profit. They are a lower yielding company, but they do, as you can see here, have very nice dividend growth, 20.51%, and have a low payout ratio, so 26.8% on their payout ratio with a 20% dividend growth. So if you were a younger investor looking for more dividend growth here, this would be an ideal company for you. Now, I'm not saying they're going to keep up this 20% growth, but currently that is very high dividend growth with a very low payout. So they have a lot of runway to continue to increase that dividend payout. Again, they are a quarterly payer. November 14th was their ex-dividend date. They will pay out on December 1st. So that would tell you, what months you would be paid out, right? Well, really, that is it for this one. Like I said, a lot of green in the market today, so it is always harder to find value in the market whenever everything is headed north and increasing in price. But that's what we're doing here. These are quick hitters trying to find value in the market, or at least options for you to take a look at, maybe add to your watch list. Always do your own research. Never blindly trust a random guy on YouTube. My investing strategy may be different than yours. Like I said, I'm in my early 40s, 43. I don't like to think I'm old, but I'm definitely not a spring chicken anymore, and only getting older. So my investing strategy is more on the income side. I'm looking for not necessarily low yield, high growth. I'm looking for more mid to high yield with still some growth along the way. Obviously, we all want to see our portfolios grow over time and our dividends grow over time, or at least I do. Maybe you like them to stay stagnant. That's just up to you. Now, with that said, as always, I appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join me on this journey to financial freedom. Hopefully, you are on your own journey as well. And let me know what you think of Kroger. Is it in your portfolio? Is it one that's on your watch list? Is it one you're just going to avoid altogether right now, maybe waiting for a better valuation? Let me know down in the comment section. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, and suggestions for future topics, or constructive criticism. Hey, if there's things you don't like or suggestions to make the videos better, go ahead and drop them all down there below as well. Like I said, I do read and respond to them, and I'll see what I can do based on the comment. Keep them civil. We don't have to argue or get along even, but just keep them civil. And if you have suggestions for stocks out there, go ahead and drop them down there as well. Let's help each other out. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, so you probably have some useful information for me, for other viewers, and for people reading the comments. Go ahead and put all your comments down there, suggestions, stock tips, all of it. Let's create a group of individuals, like-minded individuals, on a journey to financial freedom together. We'll call it the vested interest community. All right, that is it for me. This is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk, and lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research, invest based on your situation and circumstances, and select criteria. Seek the advice counsel of a certified financial advisor.